Second grade, what's going on? Mr. Hunter here. I am here with your second day of reading. We are still talking about magnets. How did you guys like yesterday's your reading topic, right? It was pretty cool. It was pretty interesting to learn about magnets, the different things they pick up. There's a video that I put in there, so hopefully you guys were able to enjoy that. Today, we're on page 50, and we're going to keep talking about magnets, and we'll find out a little bit more about what they do, what kind of things that they pull. You talked about the force, the push and the pull. Now we're going to dive in a little bit more, and we have some more questions. So get your pencils, have your minds ready to read. And I'm looking at my book right now just to make sure we're all set. So we're all set. You guys are ready. You have an open mind. Let's dive in. All right. So the title of this story today is All About Magnets. All right. Magnets can attract or pull things. They have a force that you cannot see. It is called a magnetic field. The force pulls or attracts some things to the magnet. A magnet will attract things made of certain metals. The ends of a magnet are called poles. Everybody say poles. All right, those are the ends of the magnet. One pole is the North Pole. The other is the South Pole. The North Pole of one magnet will attract the South Pole of another magnet, and two North Poles will repel, or that means just push away. They push away each other. Two South Poles will repel each other too, so they push away. So you can't have two South Poles try to connect to each other. You can't have two North Poles try to connect to each other. It has to be a North Pole and a South Pole, and those two will connect to make the magnet come together. Magnets have many uses. You can find them in many places at your house. Do you have any magnets on your refrigerator? Asking you, do you guys have any magnets on your refrigerator? Do you see any other magnets in your house? Well, some cupboard doors have magnets to keep them shut. Magnets are also in motors. These motors can run washing machines and blenders, and special magnets are also in tape players, VCRs, and TVs. We don't really use VCRs too much anymore, but what you might be looking at is a DVD player, or if you have a video game console, Xbox or a PlayStation or something else, you have a magnet. How many of you have a watch? A watch on there. There is some form of magnet depending on the watch that you have, all right? Magnets, they come in many shapes. They can be round. They can be long, or they can be U-shaped. Magnets come in many sizes. Small magnets can be found in your kitchen, and large magnets are used to pick up very heavy things. They are all useful. Right outside of my house, I live near downtown LA. In downtown LA, there's a lot of tall buildings. There's a lot of skyscrapers. And right outside of my neighborhood, I live Echo Park. If you guys know where that's at, it's by where the Dodgers play baseball, so Dodger Stadium. But I can see downtown from my house. And there's a lot of cranes. The cranes are really tall in the sky, and they help when we're doing construction to build buildings. The cranes, they have magnets on them because what they have to do a lot of times is they're taking pieces of metal or pieces of equipment, and they're taking them high into the sky, they're pulling them up in the air, and they're putting them on the top of the building or wherever they need to do the work. If the cranes didn't have the magnet or the change or whatever they needed to pull something like that, then guess what? We wouldn't be able to get all that equipment up there. Now, would they be able to use a little magnet like this on your refrigerator or on your cupboard? No, that would not be able to pick up. Even though it's a magnet, it's true, it's a magnet, it would not be able to pull up something that big and that heavy because it doesn't work. That small magnet that you have, it would just connect to the heavy thing and it would stay there, but it wouldn't be able to pull it. So the magnets that they use in downtown and on the large buildings for construction are huge. Those magnets almost weigh more than what they're pulling because of the force. So it's pretty incredible to see that. And it's happening right outside of my house, not too far from me, about a 5-10 minute drive. So that is the story for today. If you look in the picture, you see what type of magnet is that? That's a pretty decent sized magnet. It's also shaped as a U. Remember they said magnets can come in circles, different sizes, long, round, or U-shape. U-shape is usually the most popular way or popular version of a magnet that we see when it's on television or in a book. And it's picking up all types of things. But is there something that it didn't pick up? Does anybody notice? It didn't pick up the pencil. Why? Because the pencil is not a magnet or is not something that's connected to a magnet. It's not magnetic. So there's a nail there. There's paper clips. Anybody else see anything else there? I see like a little screw or something like that, right? So paper clips, nails, little tiny screws, those are something that will connect to a magnet, especially something like that. All right, so now you are going to need your pencil, and you're going to need to write your name and the date on page 51. Because what we're going to do is we're going to go through the questions. Well, I'm going to read the questions and give you the options, and then you're going to answer them based on the reading. If you do not understand the answer or know the answer for one of these questions, what you have to do is you have to go back into the reading and look carefully. This is what we call an open book quiz. So the answers are right in the story, right in the book. It is up to you to go back and find it if you don't already know. And even if you do know it, does it hurt to check? No, it doesn't hurt to check because you want to make sure you get it right. All right, so you have your name, you have your date on the page. Let's dive in. The instructions are to fill in the bubble, to answer each question, or complete each sentence. All about magnets. Number one, which group of things would a magnet attract? A paperclip, a nail, an eraser. B, a paperclip, a nail, a pencil. C, a nail, a staple, an eraser. Or D, a nail, a staple, and a paperclip. Now, just off of that first question, you might notice, you might see 2 or 3 things in the answer, but if one of them is not going to be picked up by a magnet, will it be wrong? Yes. One wrong answer in any of the options can make the entire answer wrong. So you have to pick one of the choices that has everything that can be picked up by a magnet, okay? All right, you guys know that. So go with that for number one. Number two, it says the force around a magnet is called A, the South Pole, B, the North Pole, C, the magnetic field, or D, the magnet strength. Which one is it? And remember, the answers are in the story if you don't know. Number three, the North Pole of one magnet will attract the blank pole of another magnet. It will attract the A, North Pole. It will attract the B, the South Pole. It will attract the C, the top, or it will attract D, the metal. All right. Number four, why are magnets used on some cupboard doors? All right. Why are some magnets used on cupboard doors? A, they can be shaped like horseshoes. B, they can attract each other to hold the door shut. C, they are motors. Or D, they are found in kitchens. What is the answer? We went over that. Remember, we talked about cupboards. What is the reason why? Maybe if you don't know, maybe you can go to your cupboard right now and try it out. Maybe underneath the bathroom sink or the kitchen sink, you could open up the door and see what happens. Is the magnet stuck to it? Is it closing? Do you have a magnet on your door? I know I have a magnet on my bathroom underneath the sink. I just pull it open and it connects to it. Why does it do that? You have to answer that question. And then last one, number five, repel means to A, push away, B, attract, C, pull, or D, run. That is what repel. What does repel mean? All right. What does repel mean? I should say. Look in the story. The answer is there. For your bonus on the bottom, it says on the back of this page, write a list of things in the room that a magnet would pick up. Then make a list of things in the room that a magnet could not pick up. So that's up to you. You can go around your house and you look at things in your house or maybe just your bedroom and say, what could a magnet pick up? Could it pick up this? And you can make a list and then write some things that it could not pick up. And if you can write as many as you want, but I want to at least see you do 5. All right. So you can do as many as you want. I'm sure there's more than 5 items in your room that a magnet can pick up. And I'm sure there's more than 5 items that a magnet cannot pick up, but at least give me 5. All right. Love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow for our next part of the reading.